good life, the good life. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Old Man Willow Farm. My name's Diane. I run a horse boarding lesson and training facility here in Oregon in the Willamette Valley. And I am just putting my boots on because I am heading down to the barn. I'm going to go and work some horses. I have a whole bunch going on today. If you watch my last vlog, you will know that we just did a trip to California to celebrate my son's engagement. And so we were away for 5 days. And of course, if something can go wrong when you're away from the barn, it will go wrong. So the first day that we were away, the first night, there was this electric storm here and there was lightning. And so I had planned for the horses just to be out the whole time we were away to make it easier for my son Caleb to take care of them. He's not really a horse person. So anyway, he ended up having to bring them all in, of course. So he brought them all in that night because we don't want them to be out while there's lightning all around. But anyway, he brought them in, put them out the next morning, and they were just a huge handful. They ended up, like, one of them broke the electric fence, and then, oh gosh, later in the week, obviously because they were now they would come in the evening and want to come in because that's what they used to. They broke both gates. It's like, seriously. Anyway, so I have quite a bit to get sorted and get done. I also have shavings coming today. And I've got to pick up the tractor and get those loaded in the barn. And we're really just in that season of prepping for fall. So it's just a lot to do. But anyway, I'm just going to take you along with me. But right now, I need to head down. I've got some horses to work, and then I've got some lessons, and then I'll get into all that other stuff. So let's head on down to the barn. The first thing that I'm going to do this morning is I want to check Diesel and see how he's doing. You remember I put shoes on him, and I'm hoping that that's made a difference and that's helped him a little bit, but I haven't had a chance to really check and make sure. So I'm going to go and get him in, and then we'll see how he's doing. Let me just grab the halter here. I did put them in the paddock closest to the barn because I was like, I don't want to walk down and all the way down to the bottom field to get horses. So got them down here. I'm going to check Diesel first. And then I'm going to do Merlin. So Diesel and then Merlin. Hey guys! They're all munching on the grass. Okay, mister. Let's get you brushed off. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Hey, yeah. It has. Gosh, you guys are getting your winter coats in. It's crazy to think summer is almost over. Hey, yeah. Almost over. So for those of you who don't know his story, this guy, come, shift over. This guy is my rescue. Yeah. He was, well, first of all, he was rescued from a stable where he was just basically left standing in the stable, never knocked out, hardly fed. He was very, very thin when he came to me. Okay, you can't push me out of the way. He was very, very thin when he came to me. And then the person who took him ended up abandoning him. So she didn't pay her board. And so I took him on. And he's, we think he might be a warm blood. We know he's 13 years old. He has some anxiety issues because of his background. Okay. And can be a little bit pushy, as you can see. So we're teaching him manners. But, and then, of course, I started working with him, and he was awesome. And then he pulled his check ligament. So that was over, okay, you can't do that. That was over, gosh, must be almost 7 or 8 months ago. And so we've paddled to get him sound. Seriously, you just can't do that. Like, you can't push yourself into me. Thank you very much. Yeah, so he, like, he's worried now because the other horses are all out, and he's like, oh my gosh, I can't see my friends. Like, oh no, is she going to take me away from them? He gets super anxious that way. But yeah, so he kind of went sound, and then I started working him again, and then I had been working him for brought him back into work very slowly, worked for him about a month, cantered him, and he came foot. Oh gosh, really? You're going to do this? Yeah, and then he, this is how I had to teach him to lift his back feet. Good boy. Because in the beginning, when I first got him, he would just kick out. It's a good boy, instead of lifting his feet up. Foot. So yeah, we've got shoes on front and back now. And the foot. Come on, give me your foot. You can do it. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, and that's hopefully going to take some of the stress off his tendons and ligaments and help to keep him sound. That's the goal anyway. Don't be a silly boy. You will see your friends in just a little while. I know. You have had such a great life for the past few months. Just chilling in your paddock, hanging out with friends. You've had the best summer vacation of us all. Now, hopefully, the goal is to get you back in work, buddy. Yeah. Do you think we can do that? Can we get you back into work again? I hope so. That would be awesome. We will see, I guess, soon enough. We have crossed fingers, hey? I mean, I just hope, I really do hope that he that we can get him sound, because honestly, he's such a lovely horse, and it would be such a shame if we can't get him sound again, because then we have some hard choices, hard decisions that have to be made about his future. He is a really big horse. He costs a lot to feed. And so it's not like he can be someone's pasture pet or something like that. He has to be fed and cared for properly. So yeah, it's a huge responsibility. Owning a horse is a huge responsibility. And sometimes we have to make hard choices, but we're praying like crazy about that we can get you better and get you sound and give you the time you need to heal up. Yeah. Okay, are you ready to put your bridle on without hauling me around all over the place? I know. No. Get back. You silly Billy. Oh, you're a silly Billy. Yeah, you can't go anywhere because you're tied to the cross tie right now. He is so big and so strong, and whoever owned him before allowed him to just push them around. And so he tends to just be like quite in your space and quite pushy. So we're trying to teach him not to be, and I think that's part of the problem of why he actually was probably abandoned, is that I think that they were scared of him, because he's not a horse for someone who's nervous. Hey, no. Yeah, you can't go anywhere. Excuse me. You're going to have to wait. Okay, let me get this guy out of here before he freaks out. Walk on. Saddle. Walk. I almost feel like walk. I almost feel like he would be better if I got on him. I don't want him to hurt himself again doing crazy stuff, which is a great possibility of him being stupid. Walk on. You can see the other horses and you're being ridiculous. Now you need to focus on me. And you need to get out on the circle. And those are cows. Honestly, you have seen them 100 times. They live next door to you. So let's not be ridiculous about the cows either. The cows are lining the fence, trying to check us out. That's better. Good boy. There we go. No, but you need to get out. You can't keep falling in on the side. You need to stay out on the circle. That's better. That's better. There we go. Way more sensible. That's looking way more sensible. Can we try a little trot now? Without being silly? Trot. Saddle. saddle, saddle. So it's this inside foreleg is where he pulled his check ligament. And the swelling has mostly gone down. Although the vet said in all likelihood he would always have a little bit of a thickening on his leg. Walk. Stand. 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 Come here. Stand. 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 Okay. No. No. I'm on him, as you can see. He feels a little bit like he might explode any moment. So hopefully he won't buck me off. Right now he feels super tense and explosive. Walk, walk, saddle. Good boy. But I just feel like actually riding him is better than lunging him at the moment, because lunging him, I really have no control in terms of like if he decides to like canter, and I don't want him cantering circles at the moment. Although the way he cavorts and bucks and goes crazy in his paddock, honestly. I don't know why I worry, but I just want to bring him back slowly. So the best way to do that is I feel like from his back, I have more control from his back, and I can just keep him walking and just do that to start. So that's the plan. I'm going to put you guys down now because as I say, I need two hands and need to be focused on what I'm doing. But yeah, hope I didn't get backed off. Whoop. Okay, he seems to have settled down a little bit, so I'm going to try a little trot. As you can see, I'm wearing jeans up. I was not planning on riding here today, but good boy. Yeah, he's definitely better being ridden than on the lunge right now. I can make nice, like, big oval and not be like having him race around me in a small circle. Problem is, he's like so used to being out with the herd now and not being separated from them that he's being a little bit silly. Are you being a little silly? Yeah, you are. Yeah. You need to settle down. You need to settle down. Need to be a good boy. Whoa. So normally with an injury like this, you do a lot of walking to bring them back. But he has been turned out the whole time. So he basically walks all day. Gallops, cavorts, canters. I just can't keep him in a stall. Not with his background. He just goes berserk. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Thank you very much. You can see his anxiety level just because he's not used to being away from the other horses now. And so, saddle. Yeah, so now it's just a case of just getting him back in work, getting him where he's not so like feel like he's going to explode on me or try and rear or buck or do any of those crazy things. And then it'll just be slow, steady work to build up his fitness and hopefully keep him sound. Good boy. You're okay. Settle down. You're okay. Settle down. Okay, I think we had enough, but I'm not going to get it off over there at the barn. I'm going to get off up here. You're okay. You're okay. Ooh. You're okay. Stand. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, no, stand. You're not going back to them, so just lose that thought. We're going to stand here nice and quietly. We're going to be a good boy. Okay. Oh, gosh. Back to square one. We start from the beginning all over again. All that work, those months of work that I put in, and he was going so well. And we're back to the hot mess that we were before. But that's okay. That's horses. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, let's see. We have here. It is really, really hard doing this alone. So this is the leg where he had the swelling. Yeah, and it's almost completely gone, honestly, which is way more than I had hoped for. Can you stop? Just stand for a minute. Just got to water your legs. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. No. I didn't want to put him in the cross ties with him being so anxious like he is right now. I didn't want to put him in the wash rack cross ties. So I'm just like struggling along. He just gets so obnoxious and anxious when he's
So obnoxious when he's anxious like this. It's a nightmare, honestly. The last time I had him at the vet said to me, next time bring a chain. Like they literally had to sedate him 3 times because his adrenaline was so high, he kept just like burning through the sedation, and no. So yeah, really strong and hard to manage with one hand. Stop. I have not finished yet. Like the quicker that you just stand still, the quicker we'll be done. Honestly. So just stand still and then we'll be done. I'm almost done anyway. Okay. Okay. We can go back now. You can relax and stop being a doofus. Well, guys, that is the end of today's vlog. As you can see, I had my shavings delivered. They just delivered them. Picked up the tractor because I have very dear friends who are kind enough to loan us a tractor since we don't have one. So we went and picked up the tractor this morning and we pushed the shavings into the shaving shed. I also, while I had the tractor here, I figured, make hay while the sun shines. So I quickly dragged the arena, because I drag it with the small tractor mower, but it just doesn't do as good a job. So I'm not sure if it'll adjust to the light well, but let's see. Yeah, there we go. You can see behind me looking like a thing of beauty. I love a freshly dragged arena. So yeah, and then, when I did my ride with Merlin after I'd worked diesel, I had Rach come out with me and we just worked out in the back pasture, a little bit in the arena and then a little bit in the back pasture. And we had our first canter, so it was so exciting. I mean, he's cantered on the lunge, but he's not ever, like, I've never cantered like on him before. So, and I just did my little 1, 2, 3 canter like I do with the lunge, and he popped into a canter and he was awesome. Not even a little buck. He was just perfect. So if you want to check that out, go to my Instagram page, the link's below. And yeah, you get to see his first canter. So exciting. Anyway, I have one more thing to do today. I'm going to head out and mow and drag the middle pasture because we're not using that anymore. That's done for the season. And then I'm done for the day. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and put your comments below. And I will see you next week back here on the farm.